The Moderns Department offers a course in classical civilizations. The course code is LVV4U. In it, you'll get to encounter these great heroes and gods and monsters. The course code LVV4U indicates that it is a grade 12 university level credit, but interestingly, it has only grade 10 English, applied or academic, as the prerequisite. So you are welcome to take it in your grade 11 year or your grade 12 year. It's not a history course, unlike similar offerings from the history department. This classical course covers the Greek and Roman world only, and because it's focused on civilizations at large, it's not just history. We look at a unit on mythology, drama, philosophy, arts and entertainment, religion and sports, and history as well as the daily life of the people. As I indicated, prerequisites are only grade 10, either applied or academic English. Also, of course, come with your general interest in the ancient world. What was it like back then, thousands of years ago? There is zero background knowledge required in Latin or ancient Greek. When we do encounter writers, authors of the ancient world, we read it all in English translation. And of course, the reading load isn't overly heavy. It's not a literature course, but we would focus on perhaps about 10 pages of an epic to be read and explored for a class. So hopefully that's not. What's the payoff? Well, you've seen around you in the movies like Troy or Disney's Hercules. You've seen around you in novels like Percy Jackson or others. The impact of the Greek and Roman world is all around us. Now's your chance to learn what the Greeks and Romans said about themselves. You'll meet the ancient writers. When we do look at what they wrote, we look at the great names of all times, playwrights of tragedies like Sophocles and Euripides, epic writers like Virgil and Homer. No, not Homer Simpson, but Homer, the writer of the Odyssey and the Iliad, the great stories of the Trojan War. And of course, writers of myth like Ovid and writers of comedies, Roman comedies like Plautus. When we do read literature, we do it as a hands-on kind of experience. So after we read some of our myths, we look at questions like, why have over 200 cultures all around the world told very similar stories of a flood, a great flood that wiped out all of civilization? When we watch a series of Hollywood movies produced around mythology, from Troy to Jason and the Argonauts, we look at the patterns behind the stories, the heroic quest cycle in great depth. What does it tell us about ourselves and our world? That this pattern is played out anywhere from Shakespeare to Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. When we read a Roman comedy, we see how they're the basis behind TV sitcoms today, like Monty Python, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and other laugh-along stories. We get to act out a Greek tragedy, perform a particular scene, and see if we can draft new laws in the Athenian style that could have prevented tragedy. When we put ourselves in the moments of history, you can become a Greek general at the Battle of Marathon, Thermopylae, and Salamis, and see if you have the knowledge and skills to outwit the barbarians like the Greeks. You get to relive the relationship drama of Dido and Aeneas from the Roman foundation story, the Aeneid. In essence, you get to think like Socrates, sculpt like Praxiteles, run like Pheidippides. Well, maybe not that much running. Not enough. Universities do love it. In one way, it's to your advantage because you can get a grade 12 university application credit out of the way in your grade 11 year. Also, universities know that knowledge of classics is a proven boost to your understanding of many fields and results. When we rocket ourselves into outer space with the Apollo Saturn V, we name it after the Greeks and Romans. When George Lucas presented his Star Wars series, he patented on the Greek and Roman hero myths. Law, medicine, science, technology, business, sports, our logos, our identity coming from the classical. Universities, as I say, know that classics is your edge, whether you're studying Shakespeare to philosophy to literature to languages in general to maybe even law, the LSATs, and history. In many ways, because the classical world was the foundations of the modern Western civilizations, well, it impacts everything. Hercules says, take classics. It's the most fun you can have in school.